All right, let's see. Good morning, good afternoon to everybody. Welcome into Thursday edition of the training here. If you are new to Dubb, please put a one in the chat. If you're returning, please put a two. That way we kind of know who's new and who's returning. That would be awesome. And then also, if you have something you want to put in the chat as well in terms of what you're kind of looking to get out of today, that would be great as well. And yeah, let's see. To the new people here, David. Hey, David, welcome into Dub. You can turn your mic on if you'd like to and say hello. If not, you can say hi in the chat.
Hey there. Yeah, I've been on a couple of training calls, but I'm still, I would say, new to Dub. I've worked with Bomb a little bit, but just never dove into it 100%, but I'd like to.
Okay, great. And then real estate, is that your field?
Yes, I'm in real
Yeah,
estate, correct.
awesome. Have you made any videos yet? You done any like screen recordings or mobile app stuff or what
I
are
have
you?
a full YouTube channel, which brings it in big time. And so, yeah, I'm not afraid to be in front of the camera.
That's awesome. Have you tried some of the specific Dub tech?
I've tried a little bit, but not much.
Okay. So what we'll do is, and I'm sure you've seen this in the training before, but like I think mostly for real estate folks, a lot of it is, and I'll show this when we're going through it, but if I was recording on my webcam here, you can do a market update behind you with the virtual background. Just kind of send some of that out as an update. You can do a video newsletter. You can do a CMA or a market update where you're the bubble on the screen, kind of walking someone through the actual,
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
also do the agreement walkthrough, listing agreement, things like that. There's a gentleman that comes on here. He's in real estate as well, and he goes to Zillow and he uses the desktop app or the Chrome extension and then shows the price, the Zillow's estimate, and the price, and says, "Are you leaving money on the table?" His name is Dick. He's the go-to guy in real estate. He's awesome. So anyway, that's one of his strategies. But I think it's really just about visually what are you showing, and then making sure you have presets for buyers and sellers if that's who you represent, and FSBOs, expireds, and yeah, that's kind of the basics, and obviously the mobile app for the property walkthroughs with the picture in picture. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm open to all of that and just need to learn how to do it.
yeah, cool. Yeah, well, what we're going to do is when we go through this, we usually post these on YouTube on our support. So if
Okay.
there's a certain part you want to see again, what people typically do is they'll go to the YouTube channel, pull up their live training for the day, and then just go to that part that they want to see again and kind of, just keep going back over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, cool.
Cool. Well, good to meet you, David.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So I see everyone kind of popping in again. Put your questions in the chat. We're going to get moving now. Hi, Ina. Hello, Ina. Ina's here.
Hey.
Ina's here with me. She's a expert on the team. Most people here know Ina, but if you don't, she knows everything that comes to Dub. So, all right, let's pop in and let's start looking at some stuff here. Okay, and let me share my screen and let's start inside the dashboard. Okay, so when you are logged into your Dub account, this is where it's going to take you right inside here, inside the dashboard. In the dashboard here, if you do need some help, down to the bottom right is our green little bubble down here, the intercom bubble. If you click that there, you can immediately ask one of our AI agents a question. The AI agent's pretty good. It'll give you a nice breakdown, pretty thorough answers. It'll give you a link to a video if there is one, and more information there. You can also decide to talk to a team member, one of our human team members. You can do that. And you can also search in here with some keywords for the topics that you want to know more about, whether it's editing, sending videos by email, Chrome extension, desktop app, whatever it is. You can search right down over here to the bottom right. And then also in here in the dashboard off to the right is our partner program. All you have to do is click apply now. It'll create a referral link for you right here. We do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that referral link. We also do a 10% downline. If you ever feel like you have a group of people that are interested in Dubb, you have a couple options. You can let myself or Darius know, get that group together in a Zoom, send us the Zoom invite. We'll come in and pitch to the group, or you can invite them in here to this training, dubb.com/T. We do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. And if you have a paid account on Dubb, if you get four or five people at 30% commission, you get a free account. So something to think about. As far as recording videos go, so when you record a Dubb video, it's going to be a 3-second repeating loop of the beginning of the video, an animated GIF. You can technically take a different part of the video and push it to the front with editing, but just from an efficiency standpoint, so you're not wasting time doing that. Understanding that when you hit record, that's the first 3 seconds. Just be prepared for that. And we want to make that as interesting as we can for the person receiving the video. So, as an example, one of the most basic things you can do when you send a video to someone is use the Dubb mobile app whiteboard feature that you can see right here on the phone. And I'm holding it up using the person's name, bringing it into frame, giving some motion to the animated GIF. And we found that over the years, just using the person's name works really, really well. Now, in your particular industries, you could have something short and punchy. In real estate, it could be still selling, still buying. Rates down, up and down, maybe with insurance, rates are up, rates are down. Something short that the person can understand within your industry and your target audience. But if not, you can't go wrong with the name. So what I did here was I was recording on the basic webcam website recorder within Dubb, and then I just used the Dubb mobile app. So if I wanted to replicate what that was, I can go right up here to the red camera icon, select this here, and it's going to open up my webcam. Now, to use this, I'm going to be framed right here. And by the way, we just added this little button down over here, so you technically can zoom yourself in a little bit, or you can back yourself off if you want to. You can't do it once you start recording, but before you record, you can do it. And then the mobile app is this right here. So here's the Dubb mobile app, and you can just click this button right up here at the top, this square button. And if you tap that there, it's going to open up a typing area. And that's all I did in that video. I just went just like this, and then just put a little emoji. And then I just brought it up into frame and did one of these like that. So if I did this, one of those, that's a great way to get someone's attention and they can see their name. You don't want to be back over here with it tougher to read, bring it in a frame, lean in a little bit. That's much more engaging. Now, in this recording here as well, there's another option you have, which is the virtual background right down here at the bottom. So this is another example of a style that's worked really well over the years. So right here, I recorded from the same webcam and I just used a virtual background. The virtual background is really about context for that person. So Sarah right here knows this video is going to be about her. She doesn't know what the video is about, but it's going to be about her. And again, a little movement to the GIF. So if I wanted to recreate that here, just go right down here at the bottom, click virtual background, go down here, go to your photos, and then upload into this area any images that you want to have behind you. So again, profiles work well, articles work really well. So this is a market update in real estate, but it could be any article within your industry. Hey, this is Rob. I want to send you this article right here. And again, they can see rising houses prices, low inventory. That's right over my shoulder. That's immediate information to a hint of what this video is going to be about. You can obviously also do properties, have that behind you right there. You can also do companies' websites. So you can grab the company website, and it doesn't have to be the who we are section. It could be a section that you relate to or whatever, have it right there over your shoulder. That's really what this is all about. Images for context. Now, if you want to just use the regular physical space, you're totally fine with doing that as well. If you want to use a teleprompter when you're recording this stuff, we have a teleprompter across all the recording tech. So to access the teleprompter here, I'm going to go up here at the top. I'm going to click into the white area up here, click here. I can go right to scripting if I want to, or I can choose from a video scripts that I have saved in here, and I can just search for them by title. So there we go. And there's the teleprompter. Teleprompter is really good for staying efficient. If there's certain phrasing or numbers you want to get just right, why not have them right in front of you? From a distance perspective, this is pretty good, about arm's length. I'm going to let the words flow up into my eye line. I'm not going to look down for them, and I'm going to wait till they come up. And then this is the speed right here. 177 is good for me. I can hit the play button, see if I like it. I can also back the text off, or I can zoom it in. So I'm going to hit record now, get a little countdown, and this is what it would look like. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button to stop the recording, and then I can click resume, and it will keep recording and keep going. If I want to delete the video, hit the red X down here. It'll always ask you, are you sure? And if I want to save this video into Dubb, it's the blue check mark to save it into the platform. And if I want to close the teleprompter, it's this button right there. So that's the basic way to say hello to someone. The nice website recorder, whether you're using the phone, whether you get a virtual background, whether you have nothing behind you and you're doing a little wave, that's a nice basic way to say hello or reintroduce yourself to someone right through Dubb. Now, if we're going to look at screen recordings, this is a really nice way to kind of share websites with people. Anything browser-based is what we're going to look at first. So if I wanted to reach out to Ruben, let's say here on LinkedIn, or if I wanted to share this particular market update with someone, or a company website or an article, all the stuff we just talked about that could be physically behind me, as long as it's browser based, the Chrome extension is perfect for any browser based sharing. So the Chrome extension is right up here at the top. So when you have it logged in, pinned, and all that good stuff, I'm going to click on this button here, and it's going to open up and it's going to put me right on the page. So screen recordings are really good for really nurturing someone that you're reaching out to because you're able to tell a story and be on the page when you're telling the story. So instead of me sharing this housing market as just a link that they click on and just kind of peruse themselves, why don't I make a quick short video making the points that I want to make? And it feels like I'm walking them through something. And that's kind of the idea of this visually. Now, from a functional standpoint with the Chrome extension, you can move this around wherever you want to move it to. You can change the shapes. I can go here. I can go here. I can change this up to a circle. In this case, I'm going to go square because the homes are square shaped with a little triangle on top, obviously. So I'm going to go like that. I can manipulate this, the size of it just by dragging like this. I think this size is probably pretty good. And placement is important. Where do I want to place myself? Well, I think right inside the box here. Now it looks like I'm part of the article. So when I send this video, that animated GIF is going to be, hey, this is Rob, check out this update. And they're going to see me waving and pointing, and it looks like I'm on the page. I'm not blocking any information. So think about placement and shape in terms of the style of the page. Can make a big difference. We know that just because we've gotten good comments over the years. I'm like, hey, cool placement. Nice job. And then you can also zoom yourself in. If you want to zoom yourself in, you can back yourself off. You can adjust up and down or side to side if you want to do that. You also can jump to full screen if you want to, which I'll show you in a minute. Now, over here to the right, I have the ability with the webcam to turn my webcam off. I can do just an audio walkthrough of this page. I think that's good to do once you know the client and stuff, but when you're first meeting somebody, I think it's really good for first impression to be live. You also can click the display profile picture. So if you don't want to be on camera, you can still walk someone through something, but you choose your headshot instead. You can also put a virtual background behind you here as well if you want to do that. We also have options here. We have screen, tab, and camera over here to the right. When the screen option is selected, that means when I hit record, it's going to get my entire browser. So I could have my tabs organized above me and I could take someone on a little trip. I could begin here on this website and say, hey, let me talk to you a little bit about this marketing update. Okay, cool. Let me bring you to another site. I want you to show you some properties that are similar they might be interested in. Click on the tab above and the recording will follow me over and I will be on that other tab. So if you have them organized, you can take them on a little trip. If I click tab only now, this recording will only show a nice clean cut of this page. It won't show any of the tabs open at the top, just a nice clean cut here. If I went with camera, that would be like doing a webcam video where I would do the whole takeover. We also have a little menu bar down here at the bottom that I'm moving around right now that you can see. Down here at the bottom, we have an annotation tool right over here. And we also have a teleprompter that I'm clicking over to the right to open up. This teleprompter is a little bit different than the one you just saw because you can actually move this one around. You can physically move it wherever you'd like to move it. You can also manipulate the sides like this. And then you can take it, and in my case, my camera is right up here at the top, so I'm going to put it as far north as I can get it. And because the Chrome extension is browser based, I wouldn't want to go full screen on my browser if I'm looking to use the teleprompter because I don't have anywhere to tap this to bring it forward. So you want to leave a little bit of space at the top where you can hit record, tap it, and bring it forward to use it. So that's the setup, and that's what that looks like. Now, I'll show you what this looks like in action over here on LinkedIn. I'm going to open the Chrome extension again. There I am on the screen. Now, in this case, I'm going to make myself a circle because LinkedIn uses circles. I'm going to make my size a little bit, kind of match Ruben's a little bit, put myself right next to him. And then when I hit record, this is what this is going to look like. I'm on tab only, start recording, choose my tab. There it is. Click share. And now I have the countdown, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. Saw your profile over here on LinkedIn, and I wanted to send you this quick video because I wanted to have a chat with you about some things that I noticed in your profile. And all I did there was did my little wave and point. That's my 3-second GIF. And then I clicked down at the bottom, see the menu bar where it says expand webcam on and off. I clicked that button, and now I'm jumping to full screen. And then I can click it to go back. The reason you want to think about jumping to full screen is because if you want to just take over and get their attention, talk about something specifically, forget them looking at anything else. Maybe there's an important point that you want to make, and that's all they're doing is listening right to you. Plus, it's a nice dynamic shift change where you go from here and then you go back to there. You can also do that by hovering over your webcam circle right here. Click that little box. That'll make you jump too. And then just click this button right down here to bring yourself back. So a couple ways to do that. You also can physically move around, talk while you're moving, whatever you want. You can be very organic. You can also pause the recording down the bottom, pause it, take a break, get yourself where you want to get set up, and then you can hit resume. You also have an annotation tool over here to the left where you can do all kinds of things. You can do arrow pointing, you can do underlining, you can do circles, you can do text on screen, you can do numbering, all kinds of different things to make things point out that you really want to make emphasis on. And then these will all stay sticky where they're supposed to stay. So if you move down the page, you don't have to worry about it following you down. It'll stay right there. And if you want to clear them, you can just hit delete and they're gone. So if you're thinking about sharing any browser-based stuff, whether it's websites, articles, anything within this world here, reaching out on LinkedIn, the Chrome extension is a great way to use a screen recorder to be right on the page to do it. And to save the video, I'm going to click the check mark down at the bottom, and that's going to save this video into the Dubb platform. So I'll have it in my video library. Now, there's another screen recorder that's really good to use, and that's going to be the desktop app, which is right here. Here's the menu for it. You can also find it up here at the top with the little D symbol up here. There's a lot of things you can do within the desktop app. I'm going to go record screen, and I'm going to show you the differences between what you just saw with the Chrome extension and what you do with the desktop app. So first, the similarities. So same functionality within the bubble here. I can zoom in, zoom out. I can move myself around. I can change my shapes. I can do a virtual background behind me. I can make myself bigger or smaller, all the same. I also can use the annotation tool, same as the Chrome. I also have a teleprompter up here at the top. Same deal there. Now, see this red slash through this little square down here? If I was to hit the record button right now, I would get my entire desktop screen. If I get rid of the red slash, now I have a drop down with some options. And what you're currently looking at right now is custom. So this is my custom border of what I can record. And I can physically move this wherever I want to move it. And if I want to be included in here, I just have to be inside the rectangle. I also have the ability to crop like this. So if I wanted to crop around something specific on the desktop, I can do that. If I want to crop around something on a Canvas slide or on a website, I can do all of that as well. I also can go to the drop down and do 16 by 9 for YouTube. So that's locked, the ratio. I can also do 9 by 16 portrait view. So if I want to do a social video, all I have to do is crunch my internet browser, put this over the top of it, and now I made a social video right from my desktop using for social media using the desktop. So it's really, really convenient. Now, when I hit record here, here's another big difference. So I'm going to hit record. I got the 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now I'm recording a video. I can pause and resume this video just like we did before. But when I hit the check mark, I'm not saving this into Dubb. What's happening is, as soon as I hit the check mark, I just recorded a physical clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. The Chrome extension is one video you pause and resume. Now, with clip recording, it gives you some nice options because you can drag and drop a video from your computer and make it part of the story here. So I can click this here. It's going to bring me to my computer, choose a video that I want, and it's going to drop it right in there. And I can also physically move these around like this. I can 3-dot menu, delete or download the individual clips as well. And then I can also just go back to recording and click record screen right below the clips here. It'll bring me right back to where I was, hit record again. And now I'm just building out these clips. So I'm building out this story, which is really, really important. Then I'm hitting the save button again, and there it is. I also can record from my webcam. Click record webcam, brings me back here, hit record, and now I'm recording a webcam. Maybe this is my opening. Maybe this is the middle. Maybe this is the end. It's a little different of a format. Hit the save button, and there it is again. And I can physically move it wherever I want to. And then when I'm done recording and I want to combine all these clips together, it's going to be the arrow all the way to here to the right. Click the arrow. It's going to merge our clips together. And then I can do a quick little edit right here, download the MP4, and I can upload it into Dubb. So lots of flexibility with the desktop app. We also have another function with the desktop app where if I was back over here, let's just say I was on this page here, right, the market update page. And as we know, we click the Chrome extension like we just saw. I can be the bubble on the page. We already know that, right? We also know, there I am. We also know that you can use the desktop app to do the same thing that we just saw, click screen record. There I am on the bubble. But in both those cases, I'm live in the bubble here. I'm live. But what if I wanted to do a pre-recorded video inside here, whether it's pre-recorded of me, pre-recorded of someone else, whatever it is? What if I wanted to play that in the bubble? That's what Dubb Narrator is inside the Dubb desktop app. So I click Narrator Video, go in here inside the video library, put narrator in. That's what I have it saved as. And these are just videos I recorded with a teleprompter, just focusing on the content. Then I can select this video, put it where I want to, right? And then when I hit record, it's going to be the pre-recorded version of me doing the talking, and I just have to scroll.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to send you this market update so you can make the best decision possible.
And that's if in a case where you don't want to do things at once, or maybe you have a pre-record that you really like, just use the pre-recorded video and scroll around where you want to scroll around to. That makes it really convenient. Now, the desktop app, being the clip recorder that it is, the original clip recorder is actually the mobile app. So this is what I'm going to show you right now. And the mobile apps had a lot of updates over the years, but the most recent one, we added quite a bit. So it's really, really convenient in terms of recording. All right, so let me pop this cord in here. Here we go. All right, give me 1 second here. Let's see, for some reason it's not taking it. All right, there we go. So to record, here's the mobile app right here. Here's the home spot. And down here at the bottom, you're going to see a blue camera icon. I'm going to click the blue camera icon and it's going to open up the camera. Now you're going to notice down here, there's some defaulted settings. So we have a 1 minute right here that's defaulted to. You can't go beyond 10. You can set it for 2, 30, or 15. So those times are set up because sometimes people want to be very specific about the time code. Maybe it's an ad they're recording, can only be 15 seconds, whatever it might be. To record, you're going to tap the blue circle, I mean the red circle, red white circle at the bottom, just tap it. Now it's recording. You can see the timer up here, timer at the bottom. I'm going to tap it again. And there is my clip that I've just recorded. Just like the desktop app, mobile app records in clips. I'm going to hit record again just so I have another clip. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. There we go. And then I can physically move these clips around. So I can take my finger, grab one here, slide it, move it over. I also can delete a clip by hitting that little X down the bottom. That will delete it. I also can tap a clip. And when I tap a clip, I have the ability to delete it there, trim. And if I click edit, I have the ability to add music. We have a whole library of royalty-free music. I can do text overlay. I can do speed up the action. I can do a voiceover, all from within each clip in terms of making it, interesting and different. If I want to flip my camera around, right up here at the top. If I want to have a countdown timer, right over here. So we have a 3 second and we have a 10 second. So if I select the 3 second and hit record, there it is right there, just like the recordings that you saw before, and I'm ready to record. You can use the 10 second one and maybe further away from the camera or something. Okay, and then this one here is our teleprompter. So when you select that, it's going to open up this area here. You can click into the white area at the top, and then you can look for a script. Let's just go this one. Okay. And then this is the speed right here. So just like we saw before, this is auto scroll between 1 and 10. You can go up or down. You can hit the play button, see if you like it. If not, increase or decrease the speed. You also can do a quick edit here with the pencil icon. So if you're recording something and you want to make some changes, you have the ability to change them on the fly and save it. When you're reading the stuff, you hit record. Arm distance away is pretty good. Maybe a slight tilt. Make sure you're reading out of the top when the words are flowing up. If you find that your eyes are cheating and coming down, you can use these guardrails just to slide up like this. And that way your eyes aren't cheating because they can't see what's down here. They can only see what's up there. We also have an option for iPhone users over here to the left. Android is coming. This is auto track instead of auto scroll. You can select auto track. And then now when I read it, it's going to highlight the words and move as I speak. Finding that authentic you, there is no more important mission in the sales journey. And then it starts highlighting and I can go at my own pace. And then when you're done with the teleprompter, just select the X at the top right, and that will close it. If you want to add a video to the queue down here, let's say I have a video on my phone. I'm like, I want to add that in here. All you have to do is click the folder icon here. It will bring you to your photo video area. find the video that you want, select it, and then it'll drop it right in here and you can move it wherever you want to. If you want to record your screen, just tap this button here. It'll record physically what's on your screen. If you want to use filters, this is kind of a more of a fun right here. You can click here. You can do skin smoothing. You can do black and white. You can do different color gradations, whatever you'd like to in terms of here. And it's just more of a fun thing to kind of use. And then if you want to do picture in picture, like I talked about at the top for real estate, or if you're not in real estate, whatever you want to show in front of you, but be on the video as well, that's picture in picture. So select this little icon here, hit record, and now I'm on the screen. Say, hey, check this out here. I can move myself around. I can make myself bigger, smaller, whatever I want to, and you're part of the story. Last one down to the bottom right is the virtual background. Just like we opened up the training with today when we saw the virtual background behind me, whether it was someone's profile, a property, a company website, an article that you want to share, same thing here. Just grab those things on your phone with screen grabs, click this button here, and then just pull them out of your photo library area, hit record. Hey, this is Rob. I want to talk to you about this property. Hey, this is Rob. I want to share this article with you. Hi, I was on your profile here, things like that. And then when you're done recording, all you have to do is click the blue button over here to the top right. That will merge all of the clips together into one video. One copy will be on your phone, and then you can upload the other one into Dubb. So those are the different ways that we record. You've got your basic webcam recorder. You've got your screen recorders with the Chrome extension and the desktop app, and you have the mobile app, which records in clips. Now, once you have a video recorded, you've got to take that actual video and you've got to put it on a customized landing page. And we call that in Dubb terms a preset. And this is what this would look like. So anytime you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to a edit page that looks just like this right here. And if we want to see what this video looks like on a landing page, we're going to go over here to the right. We're going to click this button. It's going to open up in a new tab. And there it is. Now, again, we call this a preset in Dubb terms, customized landing page, and it consists of your branding. So you're going to have your logo at the top left, an image behind the video player, playlist videos. They're going to play right after the video that you've recorded. Playlist videos are great because, if I'm reaching out to somebody, I don't want to keep saying the same thing 10,000 different times. I can focus on them, the connection I have with them, things I've noticed in their profile, whatever that hook is in the beginning. And then the video that's going to play after me is one video that you record once, make it 60 to 90 seconds about what you do, and it's going to run right into it. And then below the video, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do once they're done consuming your video? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to view a case study? Do you want them to email you? Do you want them to download a document? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want them to visit a website? So a lot of different options down here. I would just go in order of importance from left to right in terms of that, and I wouldn't have too many of them down there. You also over here have your sales AI assistant, Sia, over here to the right, where you can ask questions. These questions down here are frequently asked questions. They can click on those, get answers. They can ask Sia questions themselves if they like to. And then you would educate Sia within the Dubb platform with resource links about what you do, and then create those frequently asked questions. You can also have Sia push for a CTA. So if you want them to book a time with you, maybe they have some more questions first and they want to interact with the AI, but then the AI will tell them after the answer, by the way, you can book with Rob right here. So it will push towards what you want. It can also capture information as well, like email, name, phone number, all that good stuff. So we have a really good training on SIA in terms of how to set that up. But the sales assistant is different than a customer service assistant because the customer service AI assistant is giving you the information. The AI sales assistant is giving it more of a motivational form, like, detail, but not too much where you're stuck on that question forever and you want to keep pushing the sale forward. So this is a preset. Now, if you want to get a testimonial from someone, a video testimonial, down here, there's a button right below the video that says reply with video. So if I sent someone a video and I want to get a video testimonial, I want to have that button below. So it'd be something like this. Hey, this is Rob. I wanted to send you this quick video. I want to say thank you so much for using Dubb. I would appreciate it if I could get a video testimonial from you. All you have to do is click the reply with video button below. You don't have to download anything. Just allow camera and mic access and put your email in and let us know, what has business been like? What have you enjoyed? So whatever questions everyone here asks their happy clients, ask them in the video. And then when they send that video back to you, that's when you place it in the playlist right down here. And this has been what's made sense for a lot of people over the years, this setup. So back over here in the editing page, there's a little drop down button here where we have presets. You can search for a preset here or you can just scroll. We have a lot of different presets for a lot of different things that we do. But from a basic perspective, in your industry, think about just segmenting your audience so you can speak directly to them. Again, the easiest split is always real estate buyers and sellers. It could be FSBOs, expireds, insurance, different kinds of policies for different kinds of people, coaching and consulting. Maybe you have enterprise, you have small business, recruitment, you have candidates, you have employers. Whatever your industry is, you can segment it with presets that speak directly to that segment of your audience. Now, if you're on a paid plan with us and you had not had your optimization set up yet, you can book with our team. Our team will meet you in Zoom, help you set up your buttons, your pages, all that kind of good stuff if you haven't had that. Now, on this page here, we also have an editing tab. So when you save a video into Dubb, you do have the ability to edit it. And there's always a nice little undo button if you make any mistakes. If you really feel like you over edited this thing and you haven't hit the save button yet, you can still go to the top, download the original, and then just replace it. And then you can save it if you want to. We also have analytics. So we have a little digital coach here called Kyra. And when you make these videos, it's going to give you feedback on your cadence. How's your positivity? How's your persuasiveness? Are you using filler words? Things like that that can help you get better. And when you record these videos and you send them out, you have the ability to get tracking. What is someone doing with this video? Now, down here under activity, it says no activity yet because we haven't sent it anywhere. But when we do have the ability to get all of these things to the right, or we can uncheck the things that we don't want. So CTA clicks are great. Video replies are good. Page views, video views. You're going to know who watched it and how much did they watch? What was the watch rate? Was it 1%, 50%, 20%, 100? That will all shape your outreach when you end up wanting to follow up with them. So you recorded a video, you got it onto a preset, a customized landing page. You have the right buttons, branding, videos, everything that you need. Now you just want to send this video out. So the last part is going to be sending. So over here, here's a way we would do this. Here's a compose window within Gmail. There's a couple ways to add videos in here. So one of the first ways is down here at the bottom with the direct integration we have with Gmail and Outlook 365. When we have the Chrome extension logged in, everything's good. We click on this button. And now we're going to come over here and we're going to start scrolling through our video library down here to the right. You can also search by name. Once you find the video that you want, just click Advanced Options, put the email in for the tracking. You can even add some personalization text if you want to. And then click Insert Video, and it will drop the video right into the compose window. Now, there's another way to do this. You can come right over here. Anytime you save a video into Dubb on the edit page, you can click the big blue share and send button right here. Then you can put the email in for tracking. In this case, I'm going to put the personalization text. And then you click copy for email. And then it's just a copy and paste. Copy and paste. And that's what it would look like. And as a best practice, you always want to have the word video in the subject line. We find it really helps with the open rates right here. You also want some text above the video to give some context before the person watches the video. Over here on LinkedIn, I would wait till you're connected with someone first before you decide to send a video. I wouldn't send a video with a connection request because they might not watch the video and it will only be a link. It won't be that nice animated GIF. But once you're connected with someone, you can click message down here at the bottom. And then you can use the direct integration down here, the Dubb symbol here to click it here, just like we did in email, drop something in, or you can copy and paste, but you're going to have that nice animated GIF. And this is what you want someone to see on their profile. You're there as well. That's a really great visual instead of just text-based messages and things like that. And then when you're sending these out, if you have a third-party sender like a MailChimp or a Constant Contact, or you have a CRM like HubSpot, Salesforce, Go High Level, Lofty, whatever it is, we have integrations with almost all of those companies, and you can keep your workflows the same. Just drop a Dubb video in there. Now, if you don't have a CRM, Dubb is a CRM. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can task, deals, all that kind of stuff. You can also do bulk sends within Dubb, email, and SMS. We also have automation available. This is something that Darius teaches where you can have a campaign go out, and then you can have some automations happen where an initial email campaign messaging goes out, and then there's some kind of time delay, whether it's a day, hours, whatever you decide. And then you can also add triggers to this where if someone takes an action, then they're going to be taken in a different direction. If someone clicks on a CTA, great, you're going down here. If you just viewed the page and did nothing else, fine, you're going over here. If you watch the video, great, you're going to go over here. And all this is happening while you're doing other stuff, and that's the point of the automations. And that's part of our Pro Plus plan. Now, within the dashboard here, lastly, is our AI tools. So we have an AI writing assistant called Ira right here in the middle. We recently added a profile feature for Ira, which means you can come in here and create a bunch of profiles. The whole reason you'd want to do this is because, like presets, when we segment our audience, the preset speaks directly to that audience. The same thing with creating profiles here in Ira. So if I was doing, again, buyers and sellers, I'd want to create a profile for buyers and sellers within the writing tool, because that way it's going to learn about me reaching out to buyers and me reaching out to sellers, and there might be some different tonality and obviously different messaging. So if you come in here and create profile, this is what it would look like. You just start filling out these questions: profession, target audience, unique selling proposition, all this stuff. And then you can fill out your tone of communication here. You can even use a writing structure if you want to, that we found is pretty effective. So we made this up called CHARM. It's an acronym where C stands for capture their interest with that opening line. H is highlight the problem. A is address the solution. R is reinforce the social proof. And M is motivate to take action. So when we do this, I'm going to save this here, then just go to your prompts right in here, choose the prompt that you want, and then just type in the rest of it. I'm going to put on why video is better than text in sales. And then I'm going to click submit. You can choose your length. And here we go. So look at that first line here. Imagine boosting your sales by just by 30 to 300% with one simple change, switching from text to video. That's great. Now, what about video itself? Well, it brings authenticity, education, and the value right and brings value right to their screens. Now, what about the social proof? Well, we have lots of backed by hundreds of positive testimonials and reviews. And what about an action at the end? Book a time in my calendar or send me a video reply. So it learned everything about what I'm doing with my outreach, and it applied that structuring writing method as well. When you're done using IRA, you have the ability to have this read back to you. So you can click preview voice, and it's going to read it back to me.
Imagine boosting your sales by 30 to 300%.
And I can also copy this to a clipboard, save it somewhere else. I can import this directly to scripts, which is the strategy that we use all the time. We write within Ira, come up with an idea, write it within Ira, give it the human pass, load it, save it into scripts, load it into a teleprompter, and then we actually record the video. It's really efficient. You can also import this to a voice video. So if I click this here, it's going to bring me over here. I can upload a photo off to the right. It can be any photo that you like. In this case, it's my headshot. And then you can also select a voice over here, an AI voice. And then when I hit preview, you're going to see the image, this waveform action start to happen right in front of the image. This is what this would look like. So instead of your face and your voice, it's this.
Imagine boosting your sales by 30 to 300% with just one simple change.
So if you want to do something like that, you absolutely can do it within Dubb. And when you send this out, the animated GIF will be the image, and then it will be a starting of that little waveform action that begins. If you want to use avatars, you can import this script right to an avatar video. So it'll bring you over here to a library of avatars that we have right down here at the bottom. You can choose any one that you'd like. You can also create your own if you'd like to. Here's the script. All you have to do is just select your voice, preview the voice, then create the video. It does take a little bit of time to create the avatar here, but once Ava's created, you can use her in an email campaign. Maybe it's a pedestal type situation where Ava's reaching out on your behalf. You can also have Ava walk someone through a screen recording. So like we looked at earlier, remember when we were over here and we used Dubb Narrator within the Dubb desktop app? We used a pre-recorded version of me. You can also have the avatar do this. You can go right into your video library, look for the videos that I had pulled up before, and then I actually wrote a script for Ava down here. So just select Ava. Now she's on the screen. And again, all I have to do is just click and scroll. So I'm going to click record now, and I'm going to let Ava do the explaining.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to.
And that's what that would look like right there. So a lot of different functionalities added to Dubb over the last year, but it's really just about the use case in terms of what you want to do and then the right technology to make that happen. So, okay, so let's see what we have over here. All right. I don't see any questions in the chat, so we can open up the floor for anybody that has a question. Anybody have a question? What do we got?
Hey, Rob, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Okay, there's so much material there um, that we'll get a recording of this. Is that
Yeah, so
possible?
what we'll do is, Ina, can you put the link in the chat? I guess and it's to our YouTube channel. So what we do is we upload
Sure.
this within the
Okay.
next hour or two and just go and check it out. Yeah.
So my questions are this. So when you're recording now, are you in front of a green screen or what are you in front of?
Yeah, so I just have some people think it's a green screen, but I just have a little physical light behind me. It's just a touch light.
Okay.
See this? Yeah.
Okay.
And then what I did was I just went in the corner of the room, so the lighting kind of hits on
Gotcha.
both sides, and you can't really see the line. So I'm kind of covering it.
So my question is, so when we're doing this, if I'm sitting in front of a anything,
Mhm.
will it do a screen? If I want to do a virtual background, I can do that. It'll take out my pirouette or whatever, my silhouette, um, and do the virtual background, no matter what I have behind me.
Well, it depends. Sometimes, the best virtual backgrounds are in Zoom, but if you have a lot of physical objects behind you, you've got to really pump up the light. I've got two ring lights in front of me,
Okay.
but if
Mhm.
you have things that are close, you'll notice there's a little bit of a border and it might show those things kind of
Yes.
right here.
Yes.
So it
Yes.
kind
Yes.
of does that thing. Yeah.
So you have to have a strategic background then. Okay, that was my question there. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So right now, when I do my YouTube videos, I'm in front of a green screen. I sometimes sometimes I'm out in the field too and everything else. But
Yeah.
uh, now, can I record things in Dubb? Does it give me like a raw video that I can cut and paste and send to YouTube as well? I guess I could, right?
Yeah, there's a button within Dubb that you can absolutely do that. You can download it and you can also send it out to your YouTube channel. As long as you have your YouTube linked in there, you can do that as well.
Because I like the fact that I could have potential, links behind me. Right now I'm just using fixed backgrounds for stuff, but I could actually have, like you showed there, actually have videos where I've got the rolling content behind me. I'm sure I can do that now. I just not, that's why I'm here to learn how to do all the, extra sophisticated things.
Yeah, you can
So,
play the if you had a YouTube video pulled up and whether you had the sound muted or not, you could just take the desktop app, just record over it where you're the bubble at the bottom saying, "Hey, here's a YouTube video I did. Check out what I said about this." And then you can play the video, it plays, and then you're back.
okay.
Yeah.
And then one last question. I guess all this can be uploaded to social media. If we do it in portrait mode or landscape mode, we can post
Yeah.
this. Okay.
Yes, yeah, you can do
Okay.
that. We have that within the sending. The best practice we always say though is if you record a video, like if a couple things. So if I was recording a social video, say I was like, hey, on why Fizbos is not a good idea, right? So I'm like, hey, your one Fizbo thing that you need to know. It's like a good hook to open up the social video, deliver the content, probably within 30 to not over a minute, obviously for the shorts,
Right.
right?
Right.
You can go longer, but so if you're doing that, I would always reference a link below. Like if you wanted more tips like this click the link in the pinned comments. You can make the comment pinned. And then that
Sure.
link is a Dubb link. So it takes them to a Dubb landing page where they can get more videos, they can book a time with you, they can check out more properties. But when you're actually recording, like if you were recording with the Dubb mobile app or you're recording with the desktop app, like we said in this format, just download the MP4 and then upload it into the platform because all the platforms like the raw MP4.
Okay. Great. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then if you want to, we tell everybody this. We have an email called feedback@dubb.com. So if you ever want to send a video over and you want feedback, just send it to us at feedback@dubb.com and we'll respond.
All right. Great.
Yeah, cool. Well, good question there, David. Let's see. Anybody else before we go? Anything else on anyone's mind before we head out for the day?
We have Jose raising his hand.
Oh yeah. Hey, Jose, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey Rob, how you doing, brother?
How you been?
Hey, quick question. Two things. I would like to, how do you set up a PDF for one of the call to actions? So basically what I'm doing is I'm sending out video to realtors, because I have a whole list of California realtors. So I'm basically sending out a message and I'm doing a referral agreement and it's a PDF, so I'd like to add it to a call to action. And my next one is I'd like to get more information about the AI, how to set it up.
Yeah, sure. So, just want to show the PDF and then I'll do the SEO part of it. If you want.
Sure, sure. So just go to the calls to action section. Then click the plus sign to add calls to action. Make sure to name this to keep it organized. Then the type would be document. So from
Okay.
here, yeah, choose the document. If it's a PDF file, I think the max size is 5 MB.
Hmm.
So yeah, make sure that it is 5 or less than that. Then
Okay.
yeah, there you can select the button text, then save.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So that's in the presets, right? That was in presets, right?
The assets section, assets, then calls to actions.
CTA.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, and then
Perfect.
for this one for the see a sales assistant, right over here under assets, right here,
Hmm.
click here, and then sales assistants right here.
Okay.
Now, sales assistants is automatically part of the presets, like it's in there. You can
Okay.
turn it on or off, but when you want to set it up, just click here. And then
Hmm.
I have a few set up here, but all you do hit the plus button and it would open it, but I'll just open mine as an example.
Hmm.
Give it a name. And then just give it the resource links. The resource links, the reason we have multiples is because SIA can't click on sublinks. It can only do that page that you're saving. So that's
Okay.
why we have Dubb support, features, see all the different links we have.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So whatever you want SIA to learn on that page, just have that one included in here so she can learn.
Okay.
And then below here, you can add your FAQs. You can do up to 20 of these down here.
Okay.
And then you have, what's the desired CTA? Do you want them to book a time with you? Do you want them to fill out a form? Whatever it is. And then SIA will answer the questions that the people ask, and they will push for that. Say, hey, did that answer your question? You can book a time with Rob when you're ready. You can
Okay.
also include email, whatever you want to capture. If you already have emails, you're not going to need that. Maybe you don't need the phone. Maybe you don't need any of this right here, but it's a
Hmm.
default to collect the emails. You can uncheck it if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Rob.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And then Bill, I saw that you had hey Bill, I saw you had a couple questions in the Q&A about recording of videos and CTAs. Hey Bill, can you hear me okay? Bill, can you hear me? Yeah, maybe you can't hear me for some reason. Bill, if you can hear me, if you have those questions, if you want to put them in the chat, if you have a mic issue, you can do that. Not too sure. Bill, going once, going twice.
Yeah, we'll reach out to
Bill,
Bill.
Bill. Well, anyway, if Bill gets on here, let's see, I'm gonna have to bounce in a few just because I have that other meeting. But
Yeah,
Bill, email us. I wish I could hear your voice because I miss your voice, Bill. But I guess we're out into the ether.
yeah,
Ina,
we'll reach out.
we'll reach
We'll
out.
email him. Yeah.
Rob, I
Cool.
got another question.
Oh, what you got?
Two things. Are you guys gonna do any more training in regards to like real estate, like how you guys were doing before?
Yeah, when we had the weekly one. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna be doing that again. I'll talk to Darius and Ruben when they get back. They're both at in an event for the next 2 days. But yeah, I'll find out. I know we were doing that. I kind of like those, but yeah, we'll see. No, I'm not too sure.
Okay. And then my other question was because I have a CRM, so I want to set it up when a lead comes in,
Mhm.
a video goes out with follow-up bots.
Hmm. Hmm. So, would that be an automation within Follow Up Boss? Or is
Boss,
that what?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Automation with follow-up bots. Okay, gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
I'll contact them.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Awesome, Jose. Bill, giving you one last shot here at the mic. Bill. Okay. Well, everybody, thanks for joining. Bill will reach out if you can hear us, and we'll see everyone tomorrow because Ruben and Darius are still out. So the Enan show, Rob and Enan will be back tomorrow. Bye, guys.
One more thing, Rob.
Oh, what do you got? What do you got?
Sorry. I was wondering, I know that a lot of realtors are using this.
Mhm.
I was just wondering if you guys can set up something with these realtors, maybe on a YouTube or maybe do like a segment on what's working for realtors, when they use Dubb, what's you know, how they're using it
Mhm.
and what's it turned around for their business and, how it's really taking off for them.
Yeah, no, that's cool. We should do like a within the last 6 months kind of thing or something.
Yeah,
Um,
something like that.
yeah, no, that's cool. I like it. Yeah, I'll get with them about that. It's awesome, Jose. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Cool. Awesome, everybody. See you tomorrow. Thanks,
All
Tina.
right, have a good one. Bye bye.